They are the restaurants that we cherish and hold a special place in our hearts, where warm and welcoming staff greet us with a smile and make us feel like cherished guests. These are the establishments that whisk us away on a culinary adventure, and no detail is overlooked in offering extraordinary dining experiences. It is where we choose to toast our achievements and celebrate milestones with our loved ones. They are the distinguished restaurants of North America, and every DiRōNA has a story. Antica Sicilia, a hidden gem nestled in Millcreek, Utah, that brings the authentic flavors of Sicily to the heart of the Wasatch Mountains. Known for its traditional Sicilian dishes, crafted from family recipes passed down through the generations, Antica Sicilia offers a true taste of Italy. From handcrafted pastas to fresh seafood and signature dishes, every dish reflects the rich culinary heritage of Sicily. With its warm atmosphere and dedication to authenticity, Antica Sicilia has become a beloved destination for those seeking a genuine Italian dining experience. Welcome to another episode of Every DiRōNA Has a Story. I'm Scott Breard. Joining me today is Elsa Medina. Elsa is from Antica Sicilia in Millcreek, Utah. Elsa, thanks for joining us today.
No, thank you. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Now, such a spectacular restaurant. Tell us a little bit about, tell us about your history first. How did you end up in the restaurant industry?
So I actually grew up in the restaurant industry. My father, before he passed, he had a restaurant in California. So I was born and raised in California. I came out to Utah at 17 years old. I met my husband, who's actually from Italy. So me and my husband are the ones that run the restaurant. I mainly have him in the kitchen. So my husband's the one that operates all the kitchen. And so I got into it a lot more being married to my husband. So we got a superpower couple there.
Wonderful. Now, this isn't your first, Antica Sicilia in Millcreek is not your first restaurant, I don't believe. Tell me about others that you have in the Utah area.
That is correct. So other than Antica Sicilia, we have Sicilia Mia, which we are located in Holiday in Utah, which is another casual fine dining, I would say. It's very similar to Antica Sicilia. And then we also just opened up this year in January, Basta Pasteria, which is a fast casual Italian spot located in Murray, Utah. So those ones are the three that we have currently.
Fantastic. Now, Antica Sicilia, how old is the restaurant?
I would say 9 years now.
We've seen pictures. It's absolutely spectacular. Tell us a little bit about ambiance, decor, decisions you made and the basis for it.
We did want to do like a more Sicilian style. Sicilians, they're very antique, very old school. They like the gold, the white, So we do have that. We have Venetian plaster paint throughout our restaurants. We also have the brown, the white tablecloth. So it's very Sicilian style.
And a menu, I assume, to match. Tell us a bit about the menu.
So the menu has very homemade, like I would say, like Nonna's recipes that were passed down to my husband, and so we carry on that tradition of Nonna's recipes. The polpettas, which are meatballs. We have the octopus as well. We do the fine dine as well of the steaks, the fish, the lamb, the veal, but we do also do the traditional saltine in bocca, as well. We do, what we're really known for is our carbonara, which we do a Sicilian style, which we do the Parmigiano Reggiano wheel that we light on fire. We throw the pasta, we tell the story while we're serving that up to our guests, and we do that all tableside.
Italian wine list, I'm assuming, to complement?
Of course, yeah, we have 70 wines on our list, and it all starts from Sicilian wines all the way through North Italy. So we have Tuscany wines, We have some from Milan, of course, but majority of them are all Sicilian wines. But we do have a lot of wines. We also do cocktails, for those that are interested in cocktails. We also have our cocktail list. We brought in a cocktail expert from Rome. So we have an Italian expert doing those cocktails because, of course, we always want to stick to the most traditional cocktails as we can here.
Fantastic. Now, 9 years with the restaurant, incredible. You've been awarded the entire way through. There's a Best of Utah attached to the restaurant. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, so Utah has its Best of State and City Weekly Awards as well. And so since 2015, we've been winning every year those awards. So the judges come out and they don't tell us. They come out, they judge the food, they order what they want to try out, and then from there they go back and they all decide which ones win. So they go through all Italian restaurants that we have here in Utah, and they always decide. At the end, we've been grateful that we've been winning every year since they've started it in 2015.
Wonderful. Now, DiRōNA, I believe this is your first year with the DiRōNA Award. Were you familiar with it? 9 years in the industry and a lifetime as a child in it. You must have been familiar with DiRōNA.
Well, being in the restaurant industry, you always hear about those awards, and you're always like hoping that someone's going to hear us from, DiRoNA and come check us out and stuff. And so we were all very happy and excited that we received a letter and then as well being contacted from you guys. So that was something that I let my whole team know. And, of course, without my team, we wouldn't have been able to reach you guys. So we're very thankful. We're very excited. That's something that with the awards we put out in the front. So when you come in at Antica, we have all the awards and you're able to see as well the DiRoNA.
Something I've always noticed about Italian restaurants, and I think I've mentioned this in another episode, staff seem to stay quite some time. Not a big turnover rate when it comes to Italian restaurants. Am I right? Have you had a lot of staff for quite some time?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, we have quite more than a handful, I would say, that have been with us for more than 6 years. And the reason I say and I think so, and I'm pretty sure my staff would agree, is because we treat everyone as family, and that's the most important. And I think that's the beauty of Italian culture, is that everyone is family. The moment that you walk in, you're immediately family. You you will be introduced to our Nonna, to mom, dad, everyone, uncle, everyone will be there. You'll be treated like that. We have a lot of staff as well that have been moving across the country or are from different states and are here alone. And so they don't have family. And so a lot of them become family to us. We've seen them from getting engaged to starting their own family, to doing big things in their life, and a lot of them stick through as well, just because we've always been there for them. If they ever need anything, we're here. We're someone where we like to say that we don't judge, you know, and so I think that's the number one reason that they're all considered family to us.
I think you've got a special ingredient there. We have a local Italian grocery store that has, I think now 40, 50 locations in the Toronto area. Whether it's the delivery driver, the cashier, or the store manager, they're taught to treat coworkers as family and taught to treat customers as family. So I think you've got a special ingredient there that is certainly a key to success for whether it's a restaurant, a grocery store, or anything. That family element simply goes a long way.
Yes, it definitely does, and it's a huge part of having that strong team. You know, Without that strong team, you won't be able to get anywhere. So
Now, 3 locations certainly takes some time to take care of that many. Any future expansion plans of turning any of the locations into a second location, or what holds for the future for you?
yes, so hopefully we have some things in the works, of expanding some of our locations, but that is something that we're going to keep to ourselves at the moment, until we iron out the last little bit. But definitely, we are in the works of expanding some.
Well, Elsa, you've got an absolute success there in Millcreek, Utah. We're thrilled to have you a part of the DiRoNA family, no doubt. We wish you nothing but the success, best success going forward. We've seen pictures. You've got a really, really special place there. So congratulations on 9 years of success there.
Oh, thank you so much. And hopefully, Scott, we can have you out here to try it out yourself, We would love to have you.
We do plan to get there soon. Well, everyone, another great episode of Every DiRoNA Has a Story. If you're in Utah, be sure to see Elsa and her family at Antica Sicilia. Thank you for watching another episode. Have a great day.